A certain lottery costs $1 to play, and you are asked to choose a number out of 500. If your number is picked, you win $100. What are your expected winnings? So the key word in this problem is this word here, expected, which means we need to be talking about expected value in order to understand what the answer is. But in order to find the expected value, you have to create a probability distribution chart. So as you can see, I have my chart here. I have my x's and I have my p of x, my probability of x. And we need to understand that x, in this case, in this sort of problem, would be the winnings, right? So x is what your winnings are. So let's talk about that for a second. So there's two options. Either you win or you lose, right? Those are the choices. Either they pick your number or they don't pick your number. So let's say that you lose, right? You pay your dollar, you say, I'm going to guess number 27, and they pick a totally different number. So a lot of people like to think of this as, okay, well, your winnings are $0, right? You haven't won anything. But in fact, your winnings are -$1 because you've actually laid out a dollar in order to play the game. So if you lose this game, your winnings are -$1. As far as winning, let's say you say, I want to pick number 247, and they pick number 247. Well, they're going to pay you $100, but the fact is you've already laid out a dollar, so your winnings really are only $99. So let's put these in as our x's. Those are the two options. Either you win $99 or you actually lose a dollar in the process of playing the game. Now let's look at the probabilities. For winning, well, the only way to win is if they pick your number out of 500, which means that there is 1 in 500 ways. That's your probability of winning. And all of the other numbers are the probability of losing, which means that if I subtract the 1 from the 500, I get 499 out of 500. Perfect. So now, in order to find our expected winnings, remember, in order to find expected value, all you do is you multiply each x times its probability, right? So this is what our formula would look like. In our case, we only have two of them. So we've got 99 times 1 over 500 minus, or plus, if you want to say that, -1 times 499 over 500. So let's see what we get. We get 99 over 500 minus 499 over 500. This gives us -400 over 500, and when we divide this, we find that this gives us -0.8. So what does this mean in regards to the problem? The problem is asking, what are your expected winnings? Well, if we think about -0.8, we're talking about money here. So really, we're talking about -80 cents, which means that every time you play this game, your expected winnings, and you've laid out a dollar, is going to be -80 cents. So this game is totally stacked against you. Now, again, remember, it doesn't mean you won't win. You do have a 1 in 500 chance of winning, but the expected winnings, meaning the average that you will win over a period of time every time you play, will be -80 cents.